Millennium bcp, we started in 1985 from zero, and today we are the leading bank in Portugal together with another bank that is a state bank. And so we are market leaders and we have an important presence as well in Poland, as you know, but as well in Africa, in particular in Mozambique and Angola. We have 190,000 shareholders, individual shareholders, which represents 98% of the total shareholders. We communicate a lot, mostly directly using all the meetings that we have with them, using a dedicated line, phone line and a dedicated email, but as well we use very often our network, because a big part of these shareholders are customers of the bank as well, so the network helps very much to communicate with them as well. If we need to think in a single element, obviously profits of the bank is something that individual shareholders like to see, because in that sense they can forecast dividends that is quite important for them. But in general, they are very sensitive to all the piece of news that appear in the newspapers through media, and so it is quite crucial for us to guarantee that media writes the proper things about the bank. Individual investors, they usually invest for long term. They care about loyal, they are very loyal to the bank, and if we can really have the trust of these investors on us, this pays a lot, because in fact if we manage to keep this trust, they stay in the bank for long periods of time, especially if they forecast dividends to come. We use everything actually, from individual meetings, the website, the network as I already referred. But what I think they really care and they prefer, and it makes a difference, is when we are there when they need, especially when markets are going down, and so it is obviously something that concerns these investors. And if they want to have a call, we pick the phone. If they write by email a question, they need to receive the answer on that day. If they ask for a meeting, they will have the meeting. So it is much more to be there when they need. I think it is crucial for the trust on them by these investors on the bank. Our bank actively communicates with the individual shareholders through different ways. It could be through meetings, individual meetings. It could be as well through a dedicated line that we have, a phone line, a dedicated email. So we communicate through different ways. But on top of that, our bank has a network of 700 branches with more than 5,000 employees that can communicate as well, because a big part of our individual shareholders are customers of the bank as well. So we achieve long-term results on the relation with individual shareholders because in fact they are very loyal. Typically they are loyal to a company and they stay for a long time. And if they trust the bank, and if this trusty element we can gain and we can pursue, definitely they stay for a long time, especially if they believe that there is dividend to pay. Private investors prefers for us to be there when they need. And so we have a lot of channels, but in fact what I do think it is important is when they need us, for us to be there, when they make a call, for us to pick the phone, when they write an email, to receive an answer on that day, when they ask for a meeting, to receive the meeting. So to be there when they need, especially if the market's conditions are not perfect, because those are the times that we need to appear and to present ourselves and to help them.